All right, guys, we're back. I'm wishing everyone a happy holidays. I've got my Christmas tree up in the back, but without further ado, let's get into what we're here to really talk about, which is the latest movie news. Now, the first topic I wanted to talk about today was Joker 2. Now, the first still images came out for this film, and there hasn't been a lot of hype around it, which is crazy to me because the first one did so well. It was a huge success, especially for an indie film. A lot of people don't know that, but it was made on a $40 million budget, I think, and all of that was raised like it was an independent movie. It was a small budget film. So the fact that it was an indie film, technically, and did really well, made hundreds of millions of dollars, infected pop culture in many different ways, yet now the second one doesn't seem to have a lot of hype around it. So I'm going to break down why I think it doesn't have much hype around it in this video, and that is because I think people only liked the first one. I think it was a story that people enjoyed, it was cool, but the movie didn't necessarily lend itself to a sequel. And that's because it wasn't meant to have a sequel. We all know Joaquin Phoenix is famous for never doing sequels, and this is going to be his first one. So he said he would only sign on for a sequel if the script was good, so I don't doubt that the second movie will be good. However, the reason he didn't sign up for a sequel in the first place was because the movie was never meant to have a sequel. It was meant to be a one-off film, it was an independent movie, it was a drama, and I think even look at the references in the film. Like, it took half from Taxi Driver and half its story from The King of Comedy. And Todd Phillips admitted to that. He said he wanted to blend those two movies. They're two of his favorite films. And he blended them perfectly. Taxi Driver didn't have a sequel. King of Comedy didn't have a sequel. They were independent movies and they were meant to just stand alone as a story. And that's what Joker was meant to do. Until studios got involved, because the first one, like I said, made a lot of money. So I don't doubt Todd Phillips is a great director, great writer, and Joaquin Phoenix signed on for the sequel, so I don't doubt the second movie will be great. However, I think people are feeling that it's a money grab. People are feeling like the only reason there is a sequel is because of the monetary value, which I agree with. And I think that's why you even look at movies like A Quiet Place, where the first one infected pop culture in a great way, whereas the second one didn't have that same impact. Doesn't take away from the fact the second one was a great movie. Not as good as the first, but a great movie. Yet it didn't have the same impact because it didn't have the same hype, because we could tell it was only there as a monetary gain because the studio told John Krasinski to make a second one. Now, I think the studio has told Todd Phillips, make a second one, and he's a great filmmaker, so he made a great movie. However, fans never ever take it well when they feel like a movie's just there for money, especially fans of the Joker. You know, you look at movies like Fast and Furious where, of course, fans know it's just about the money, but the target audience there doesn't really mind. But with the Joker, its target audience is cinephiles. Like, a lot of the reason that movie did so well was because people who like storytelling, people who like film and the cinematic art, loved the movie and watched it once, twice, or three times, and that ended up infecting pop culture because they were talking about it, they were going and watching it. So its target audience, at the heart of it, is cinephiles, and cinephiles do not react well when they feel a movie is only there as a money grab, a movie is only there because it will put money in the pockets of studios. Now, do I have a problem with that? Not really. It's show business. Everyone has to make and earn a living. I get it. On this channel, I talk about certain topics and don't talk about certain topics because I know what will drive clicks and what will drive monetary value and drive my channel bigger. Like, I admit to that. And you should admit to that because that's just how the world works. But fans who love cinema don't react well to that. The first one made a lot of money. The studio could have just taken that and said, you know what, it made money, that's great, let's move on. And that's personally what I would have done. But they told Todd Phillips, make a second one because it made a lot of money. So I don't doubt the second one will be a great movie. I don't doubt it's going to make a lot of money. But I don't think it will have the same impact because people can smell it from a mile away. They can smell when it's just a financial grab. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think they're only making this second one for money? Or do you think it was in the works and was planned all along to have a second film? Let me know down below in the comments. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next video.